All right, guys. Now I'm back on to Spain. Going to talk about some more Spanish metal bands. So as I have talked about, I did a Baron Rojo, whatever you say it, video. I always heard that that was like their biggest heavy metal band. I heard that the second biggest heavy metal band is Obus. So I'm going to talk about Obus. It's a band I really like. I've got 5 of their albums and a little info on them. They're from Madrid as well. It appears that they're still active. Formed in 1980. Classified as heavy metal hard rock. That's fair. Lyrical themes: women, sex, social issues, city life, rock, drugs. That's about right. So it actually looks like they've even got albums well into the 2000s, but I have honestly only stopped at their 1990 album. And again, it's all in Spanish. I can't really pronounce much of this. So here we go. Wait a minute, did I forget an album here? Oh, I think I left an album over there. Hold on a second. I sure did. I left their debut over there. Okay, so their debut came out in 1981. Properate. This is a really good one. It could almost be my favorite. I don't know. I feel like this band kind of had a golden era, although I find these guys quite a bit consistent, a little more consistent than Baron Rojo. While Baron Rojo, I think, excelled more in creativity and trying new things, Obus was more consistent. They kind of found something that they were good at and stuck with it. So, yeah, I don't know. These guys are kind of it's just kind of a raw album. Some songs sound like hard rock, but there's also some speed metal type songs on here, sort of. So I don't know. I think this band's really cool. Kind of worth checking out if you're tired of the same old, same old. Their second album, Poderoso Como el Trueno, came out in 1982. Kind of the same. I feel like the first album was a little more adventurous at times. Like they were trying to find their own sound a little bit. They kind of had it, but this one feels like they found something they wanted to do, and it's a little more consistent with that style. Again, there's a few little speed metal tracks on here, but and you know, it's still kind of a raw album. But I mean, these songs are memorable. I mean, they'll stick in your head. If you like, you know, early 80's Judas Priest, you would probably dig some of this stuff. Like if you like British Steel type of heavy metal, I think you would really enjoy this. And there's not very many reviews on this stuff on here either. Apparently not many people know about them, and that's kind of why I like doing these videos about bands like this, because unless you explore, you'll never find out about these bands, and they're actually really good, and it's something different. But the first album's got one review of 78%, the second album's got a review of 80%, and sadly that's the only reviews. But the third album, LQ Moss, this one could be my favorite too. I don't know. I feel like the first 3 albums are like the best, in my opinion. But this one's got a little more anthem-like choruses. It's a little more a band trying their best to be like some arena stadium rock. But I don't know. Again, the production's still a little bit raw too. But you know, it's really good stuff. Obus is like a band that I like to just cruise on a nice sunny day and just crank it up. You know, you don't really need skip very many tracks, just crank it up, enjoy. Their fourth album, Pega Con Fuerza, I don't know. It's pretty good too. I feel like there's not a whole lot of new on here or anything, just kind of the same old Obus, but still quite enjoyable. You know, it just fits in with the first three. Another good one. And that one came out in 85. So now we're getting into the later half of the 80s now. This album cover's so stupid. This is probably one of my least listened to Obus albums. Look at that. What is with them being shirtless? So stupid. I've even watched a few music videos of these guys, and they're kind of pointless. Like I seen a music video of the first song off their first album, and it's so pointless. It shows them eating food for like the whole intro, and then they're just walking around like they're tough, and then lip syncing their most random moments. Like, it's just so stupid. But it's about as dumb as being shirtless on an album cover. But I'll be honest though, this music isn't like a big like step towards commercialism like it would look. It's actually still pretty well Obus. I don't like this album quite as much as some of the earlier ones, just by a hair. Oh, another CD is done ripping. Cool. But it's still pretty good. Like, I don't really have anything against it other than the... see, let's just show our chest, guys. But... And then last but not least, this is the last album I own by him. What, it came out in 1990. Otra vez en la ruta? I don't know. I'm guessing. I like the album cover. I kind of like the colors in the semi-truck there, but it's unfortunately not that good. This one is kind of like a step towards commercial rock. It's still decent, but I feel like there's a lot more I want to skip on this one. But I will say it's still pretty good. They got a lot of good albums, at least. I actually just been binging these guys lately. When I found out about Baron Rojo, I was obsessed for a little bit, and then I found out about Obus. I didn't get obsessed right away, but lately I've been really getting into these. You kind of have to set your expectations lower. Don't think they're going to be the next big thing or anything. Just take it for what it is. It's really good, raw, heavy rock / metal. But there we go. That's Obus, guys. Another great band. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and I am getting more subscribers. A little kind of quicker than I was at the beginning, so I think it's catching on like a wildfire. Just keep it going. And stay metal until next time, guys.